What's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Sorry for not doing like a super early upload, but so there was a big update that ended up coming out last night for Warzone in particular, or at least so we had assumed that's what's supposed to be happening, but we have so much that has happened and didn't happen all at once that it's just really confusing, so I just went to bed. By the way, if you're new here, subscribe. We can experience the chaos together. We will learn together, since we never get the proper information anyway. The only thing that ended up changing, according to their patch notes anyway, was only a couple things, but the biggest one is that the AUG ended up getting a recoil nerf, meaning that the AUG should be more difficult to use. Now, if you guys play Warzone, which I'm sure a lot of you do, I'm sure all of you guys just immediately started switching over to the M16 if you didn't already anyway, even if the AUG's, you know, nerf was even enough to begin with. The thing is, we all know every single update that we end up getting, there's always a ridiculous amount of changes that they just simply do not put in the patch notes. So it's up to the community to try to figure out what does and doesn't do what they say it does or doesn't do. So yesterday we had the Cold War update, which changed some things. We now had the Warzone update, which seems to have only changed a little bit, but as time is going on and on, more and more, we're starting to find a lot more things are changed than what they're saying. And for whatever reason, this update, the update that came out yesterday for Cold War, had less content in it than what we just got here on Modern Warfare multiplayer. We just got 3 brand new maps added to Modern Warfare multiplayer. So we're gonna be playing that. The biggest one that I'm most excited about anyway is Kill House 24/7. Kill House is here. You guys know if you've been watching me since Modern Warfare Remastered, MWR, I love me some Kill House. So you can go and look at the maps here. 3 brand new maps that they ended up adding to it. It's this one, Al Rob Air Base. Now these have been in the files, okay? But they didn't even mention that they were gonna add these to the game. They didn't even preview them whatsoever. I'm assuming maybe just to, I don't know, just add more content to it and don't even worry about promoting it or whatever, just so it doesn't take away from either Warzone itself or Cold War. Maybe it's like a contractual thing, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a contractual agreement to immediately tank your game as soon as a new one comes out, so you have an excuse to stop working on it to work on the next one. Not to say that this is a bad thing or to tank it or whatever it is, but yeah, so they added these, didn't even mention it, okay? 3 new maps added to the game and not mentioned, unheard of. They added Airbase, Drainage, which kind of looks like that one map from CSGO, and of course we have Kill House now. So yeah, we're gonna go into the Kill House 24/7 playlist, just spam it a little bit, just, you know, typical multiplayer shit. Warzone's kind of in shambles right now. Like, if I didn't want to play it before, meta is just getting worse and worse and worse. No, even though it's named Kill House, this isn't Kill House. This is actually, like, very different from what it was before. It's kind of the same, but not really. I don't remember.
Why do I keep getting these sweaty-ass tryhard lobbies, bruh? Damn. What good game did I have to fucking get in this bitch? Look good, I don't want to be. Fucking no life.
Yeah, I feel you. A skill-based, sometimes it really doesn't do its job. It's almost like just having like no skill-based matchmaking whatsoever, or at least a very, very small amount of it in comparison, would actually allow you to be able to evaluate how good you actually are. Every single time we get an update that either is huge or small or whatever it is, I feel so bad, man, but JGod and True Game Data and Exclusive Ace, all those like analytical guys, gotta literally do their job. Now, here's the thing. I'm trying to think about it like this. Imagine being a person that makes these changes, right? You work over there at Activision or the development team or whatever, and you are making these changes to the game, right? Okay, you go through all of this work, change a whole bunch of things, and then the patch notes come out and they only display one of the things. Either it's a communication issue that, for whatever reason, they just don't know all of the changes and they only just put it there, or they're purposefully not telling us, so we have to not immediately berate them from the start just looking at the notes. By not providing the correct notes, you actively ask for more people to complain about the quality of your patch notes because it looks like you guys aren't doing shit. When those patch notes came out, I literally replied to the tweet saying, well, it looks like I'm going to bed, but if there's so many more changes in that, why would you not put them in the patch notes? It's not even about like a thing of integrity to even be clear to, you know, your player base. Even like as a fairness thing to the people that even work on the game, without having it displayed in the patch notes, they are virtually just not even credited. And then you have to sit there and read all the comments and tweets and replies to all of these patch notes every single time about how they are incompetent at their jobs when you've made more changes than what it looks like. You actively just allow your people that change all of the stats and try to make the balance changes and all that shit, you actively put them in a position to get yelled at even more. If I were one of those people making balance changes to the game, I'd feel like shit. I'm pretty sure I just left it multiple times. I forgot how fast you die in multiplayer on this game. It is like the most brain dead shit, I swear. I don't even understand how that's a hit marker. This game is just so...
Damn.
I just spawned there with my teammate, man. The game is...
Ah, bullshit.
I'm gonna win this shit. That's what I thought.
Fucking nonsense.
So they changed the layout of Kill House. It's kind of, I don't know how I feel about the fact that they changed it, but still have it under the name Kill House. Why would they make like such good remakes of broadcasts and other things like that with virtually no changes besides, you know, doors and stuff like that anyway? For scale, and this map is like almost completely different. Why am I getting back into the same lobbies? Is this multiplayer really that dead? Or is the skill base just not that fun? You put me back in there, I'm ending the video. Oddly enough, with them technically adding 3 maps to the game, I mean, they've been there, but technically by adding 3 maps to the game, that update that came out is actually has provided more content on this game than the Cold War multiplayer. Cold War had more of like a balance pass kind of thing, but... No, I saw the immediate slide cancel. I got back into the same game. Well, it looks like that's the end of the video.